I said it.
As he's now welterweight champion of the world.
Nick, I said it after the rookie.
That is a knockdown by Manny Pacquiao. Eric Morales.
They talked, they promised, they predicted rounds, and then Manny Pacquiao showed up and turned confidence into consequences. In the ring, trash talk doesn't score points. Timing, speed, and precision do. Welcome back. Today we're breaking down 4 cocky fighters who learned the hard way against Manny Pacquiao. Manny never needed speeches, sound bites, or theatrics. His statements were made in combinations, and the pattern is consistent. When opponents build the hype too high, Pacquiao has a habit of knocking it right back down to reality. Quick favor before we jump in. Smash like and subscribe to the Band-Aid Battalion because someone's ego is about to need medical attention. And hit the bell so you don't miss the next breakdown. Now let's get back to the first fight.
Exactly the first thought I had.
And in tremendous shape.
Fight number 1, Antonio Margarito. Antonio Margarito walked in with the physical advantages that usually change a fight. Size, reach, and that steady confidence that says,
right hand to the ribs, left hook to the rib, right hand to the head and left.
I can handle whatever you bring. But against Manny Pacquiao, those advantages can become traps. Because Manny's speed doesn't just win moments. It controls the rhythm, and once he owns the rhythm, the opponent is fighting Manny's fight every second of every round. Right away, Pacquiao made it clear he wasn't interested in standing in front of a bigger man. His jab was sharp and intentional, not a range finder, but a steering wheel. He used it to freeze Margarito's forward steps, then snapped into range with quick entries and clean exits.
It remains to be seen whether Pacquiao...
Manny would dart in, land first,
That Pacquiao gives you.
and be gone before Margarito's return shots could even fully develop. As the rounds went on, Margarito tried to apply pressure the way bigger fighters are supposed to. Walk Manny down, lean on him, make the exchanges heavy. But Pacquiao's footwork kept Margarito just slightly off balance and just slightly late. That small delay was everything. It meant Margarito was always reacting instead of dictating, always chasing instead of setting.
It's a frenzy from the beginning of the round to the end of the round.
By the middle rounds, the fight stopped looking like a clash of styles and started looking like a lesson. Manny mixed levels beautifully, touching the body to pull Margarito's guard down, snapping the head back up top, then doubling back with another burst before Margarito could reset his feet. Every combination felt like a statement. You're too slow to catch me and too open to stop me.
And mix with him.
And that's not a good place to be because Margarito still, we can hear those punches.
And by the championship rounds, the theme was undeniable.
It's all over right now.
Pacquiao wasn't just winning rounds. He was controlling the damage, the pace, and the psychology, turning Margarito's confidence into survival mode. But if this was a brutal reminder that size isn't a strategy, the next fight was proof that predictions can be dangerous. Fight number 2, Ricky Hatton. Ricky Hatton didn't just show up confident, he showed up broadcasting confidence. The plan sounded perfect on paper. Bring pressure, make it physical, crowd Pacquiao's space, and drag him into the kind of fight where speed starts to fade and willpower takes over. Hatton wanted deep water. He wanted rough edges. He wanted Manny uncomfortable. The problem was simple. Pacquiao doesn't wait for your plan to settle into place. He doesn't give you time to build the fight. He shows up ready to break the script immediately. From the opening bell, Manny's timing looked surgical. He wasn't swinging big, he was landing clean.
Trying to set the pace, Hatton talking about trying to be a different fighter. This is second fight.
Every time Hatton tried to step in and claim the center, Manny met him with sharp punches and quick angles that forced Hatton to reset. And that reset is where pressure fighters lose their magic. Hatton's style depends on rhythm, walking you down, keeping you on the back foot, never letting you breathe.
He caught Hatton leaning.
Manny took that rhythm away and replaced it with his own. Sudden entries, instant impact, clean exits. Then the fight hit the moment that changed everything. Hatton went down, twice, in a round where he expected to be the one doing the bullying.
Hatton down here in the first round. Manny Pacquiao.
That's what made it so shocking. Manny's speed wasn't simply winning exchanges. It was interrupting Hatton's intent. Every attempt to gain momentum became an opening. Every forward step carried a price. Hatton kept trying to rally, but now the fight had a new weight to it. He wasn't just chasing Pacquiao, he was chasing the confidence he walked in with. And when the finish arrived, It was as ruthless as it was clean. A hand drops for a split second, Manny sees the lane, and the punch lands like a full stop at the end of a sentence.
Left hand. Watch Hatton's left hand go down, and Pacquiao comes right over it.
Right on the button.
The knockouts.
No debate, no recovery, just silence. And if Hatton showed what happens when confidence meets speed, the next fight showed what happens when charisma meets volume. Fight number 3, Adrien Broner. Adrien Broner arrived the way he always does, loud, confident, and wrapped in the kind of swagger that makes the whole night feel like it's orbiting around him. He sold the fight with personality, with jokes, with bravado, like he could talk the result into existence before the first punch ever landed. But once the bell rang, Manny Pacquiao did what elite veterans have always done to flashy opponents. He turned the event into a shift of hard work, and he made Broner clock in. From the opening rounds, Manny's advantage wasn't simply speed.
After that, not collapsed, but
it was activity with purpose.
spotted like Broner.
He didn't throw just to look busy. He touched the body to create openings upstairs. He stepped in with quick clusters to score, then slid out before Broner could return with anything meaningful. The pace wasn't chaotic. It was controlled pressure, the kind that forces a fighter to spend most of the round defending, reading, and reacting. Broner had his moments because he's talented and he can punch. When he committed, he landed clean shots that reminded everyone why he's dangerous. But the fight wasn't decided by isolated highlights. It was decided by who owned the minutes.
What I meant by the frustration of Broner is, the frustration went around on my card.
Round after round, Pacquiao produced the clearer stretches, more clean sequences, more consistent output, and better control over where exchanges happened. Manny chose when to enter, how long to stay, and when to leave. Broner often looked like he was waiting for permission to start. That's what made the fight feel so revealing. Broner's style, at its best, relies on timing and sharp counters. But counters require the other man to overreach or linger.
But that happens.
Pacquiao didn't. He struck, disappeared,
You automatically create.
Oh, and there's a left hand.
then returned with another quick burst from a slightly different angle. Broner was left with a choice: open up and risk getting outworked and outsped, or stay patient and quietly surrender rounds. Too often, he chose patience, and then came the clearest separator, the late rounds.
Jab misses. That's a left hand that was strong with conviction, and even though he was a little off balance.
When you're behind on the cards, urgency isn't optional. You have to take chances, force exchanges, and make the fight uncomfortable. Manny, even as an older champion, was still pressing the pace, still stepping in with intent, still showing the hunger to finish rounds strong. Broner didn't show the desperation you'd expect from someone who spoke like he owned the night. When it was over, the message felt professional and blunt. You can be confident, funny, and endlessly entertaining, but you still have to win rounds. And if Broner was a lesson in effort, the final fight would be a lesson in pride, because the next opponent truly believed he could solve Manny. Fight number 4, Keith Thurman.
I believe after I hit him and, the fight's over, he's gonna go backstage and God will have that conversation with him.
Keith Thurman entered the ring with a singular mindset, not just to compete, but to win. He carried an air of confidence that suggested he believed he could dethrone the legend standing across from him. But Manny Pacquiao, a seasoned champion with a wealth of experience, greeted that confidence with an early statement that would set the tone for the fight.
Manny Pacquiao. Oh, down goes Thurman!
Just when Thurman thought he could dictate the pace, Manny capitalized on a moment of hesitation, catching him while backing up and sending him to the canvas. It wasn't a fluke. It was a display of perfect timing and an illustration of how dangerous a combination of experience and speed can be. To his credit, Thurman didn't let the knockdown derail him. He quickly adjusted his approach, finding his rhythm and landing strong, meaningful shots that proved he belonged in this high-level clash.
Oh, good right hand, left hook by Thurman. Oh.
There were moments when he showcased his boxing prowess, reminding everyone of his talent and skill.
Caught him with a right.
However, Pacquiao consistently returned to the same advantage. Fast flurries that not only stole momentum, but also dominated the optics of the rounds. Manny's speed and volume allowed him to dictate the exchanges, making it difficult for Thurman to establish himself.
Either that or a punch, but it may have been a headbutt. I missed.
As the fight progressed, the stakes rose and the intensity ramped up.
Thurman told us that Ben Getty always told him.
This is where the true champions shine, and Pacquiao's championship habits began to surface. He was relentless in his activity, launching sharp bursts of offense that kept Thurman on the defensive. Whenever the fight tightened, Manny was there to respond with a flurry, refusing to coast or let up on the pressure.
See? Now the response by Manny Pacquiao. Scorer Marcos Villegas.
He demonstrated a work ethic that was both impressive and intimidating, outpacing Thurman with an energy that belied his age. While Thurman maintained his confidence throughout, it became increasingly clear that Manny had control over the fight. The legend wasn't just defending his title. He was reaffirming his place in history. For every strong showing from Thurman, Manny had an answer. A reminder that confidence alone isn't enough to overcome the experience and skill of a legendary fighter. In the end, Thurman's confidence was commendable, but it was Pacquiao's control of the fight that ultimately dictated the outcome. This clash showcased not only the clash of styles, but the stark reality that in the world of boxing, belief is important, but execution and experience often reign supreme.
The ageless wonder, the one and only current WBA welterweight champion of the world.
Did you enjoy the breakdown of the fighters? Subscribe for more in-depth analysis. We want to hear from you. Which fighter impressed you the most in this matchup? What strategies do you think were key to their performance? Share your thoughts in the comments below.